Hey Scrapper Names fans, and welcome back to another process video. I have a 12 by 12 layout for you here using my, what month are we? March, excuse me, March Kitaholic kit, which I've recently started back up subscribing to again, and I have to say it has been very helpful in keeping the creativeness going. So what I've got here is a cute little photo of me and my niece one afternoon in my backyard about 2 years ago now. And I'm just going through the papers that were in the kit now. Most of it is the Dear Lizzie She's Magic collection, and another is that this paper here is an Amy Tan paper, the one I just put aside. There's an Amy Tangerine paper. I can't think of the collection's name. But yeah, most of the kit is of that. So, of Dear Lizzie. So I am flicking through trying to decide what is the best background, what I was in the mood to be doing with the background, on top of the background. So it was a bit of a challenge. I was trying to be, extra creative, a little bit too much overthinking. But in the end, I go with this paper, which is absolutely beautiful, and I probably could have hoarded it if I wanted, but I didn't. What am I doing? Decide already. Alright, so decisions made. This beautiful floral, perfect for the background, the kind of theme of the photo, which is outdoors in the sun, having a cuddle. And then this, I then decided I would pull out some of the frames that also came in the kit. I'm not a big frame girl. It sounds silly, but I don't know how to use them other than, I can never find a spot to use them. I never have a photo the right size to put frames on, and especially not enough to warrant having so many, like a heap of frames, like a kit like this. But I did get some inspiration from, I did see, I think, a photo of a layout on Facebook, Instagram, that had used some different other, like not these frames specifically, but other ones. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to use them as kind of like layering pieces. I think the initial layout I saw had them sort of scattered down the page a bit, but I just couldn't make that work for me. So I went this way and had them sitting behind the photo, just poking out in different odd ways, just as instead of using paper layers, I guess, essentially, which it took a little bit to get them to sit right. So I'm fussing here going, okay, which way? And then I do get a little bit like whatever and just stick them down. I need to get more ATG tape. Oh, I'm out of ATG tape. It may have been this layout it ran out on, actually. So I'm like, damn it, I'll have to get some more. I like to buy the multi-pack from scrapbook.com because it's cheaper, essentially cheaper than here in Australia, and you get a few in a pack, so it's kind of last a little bit longer. So I have put my photo down, I've put my frames down, all the rest of it, that main central kind of image to my, or focal point to my layout is on. Now I'm just going to play around with embellishments. So for my kit this month, it had the embellishment pack for Dear Lizzie She's Magic, as well as of the printables that still come, that Kitaholic still do. So I had a bit to play with, which was good. And now we're near the end of the month, and I still have probably less of the actual, maybe it wasn't, no, I'm wrong. It's Pink Fresh Studio, not Dear Lizzie Ephemera Pack. That's what it is. Yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, I'm pretty certain it's Pink Fresh Studio. I'm just trying to, that's what happens when you do a voiceover, not in the graph room. Anyway. Now, what so I'm just adding some extra little pieces in underneath the frames. Now, the only thing I thought of was I started sticking all these down just randomly and thought, maybe I should have waited to stick the frames down because I can't tuck them in underneath the frames too much, but it worked. I got it to work. The other thing was the background paper has those big flowers on it. So I wanted to make sure, obviously, it wasn't overly busy, but I think I achieved that. I can't remember now. I have to wait and see. Possibly. But yes. Oh, that's what I was saying. It's the 29th of March, and I still have a bit of my kit. I don't have much of the paper left, I will say, but I do have plenty of the printables left, and the bonus is I can always print more if I run out, but I have made a decent cut into them. I have used more of the frames, so I'm nearly out of frames. I really made sure I wanted to not hoard them or have them just put away in my stash. And as I said, the Pink Fresh Studio one, there's a little bit left, not heaps. We got these wood veneer too, as well as the sequins, and so they were really lovely. Got me using sequins again. So this is the first month I've come back to having the kit. I think it's been about 12 months since I haven't used the kits. Just took a break from kits and just wanted to use my stash a bit, but now I'm getting bored, so I decided to go again. So playing with the wood veneer, I thought I'd add some wood veneer just to add a different element to the layout. With all those other big colours, these are a nice neutral colour. They add that touch of warmth as well. So indecisive. Maybe they're the flowers and love hearts I sprinkled down the side. I think we got... There was some of those wood veneer pieces in there. And these are another thing. I think they're beautiful. Like the little acrylic-y flowers. Resin, not acrylic. Resin flowers. I have like containers of them and I love them. I don't readily just go and buy them, but when I get them, I love them. But I never use them. They're a great way to add some 3D element to your page, I find. That's not your typical chipboard or like stickers and those sorts of things. But I sometimes overthink it, and I don't know about anyone else. I'm like, oh, are they too chunky or, whatnot? But sometimes they add just that nice little touch. Oh, this might have been this wasn't my, good God, this layout is really old then. This looks like it may have been one of the first layouts I did with the kit. Oh my goodness. I've had a bit of a break in the last 2 weeks with not so much filming, but just editing and voiceovering of a night. I've been really tired. Obviously, so much has gone on in the world. So I haven't been doing voiceovers or anything like that. So that's probably why this is actually the first or one of the first layouts to have been done with the kit back at the beginning of the month. That's crazy. I hope everyone, on a side note, is keeping safe and healthy and as best as possible to be happy or positive if you can. I get that for some of us it has been really tough. I know I had a really rough week last week. But yes, it's very challenging in different times in the world at the minute, and we just try and band together if we can and do what we need to do to get through it. Ideally, it's not easy at all. So these are, and I was so glad these came in the kit because I've been able to get them, the Dear Lizzie little phrase, like word stickers, and I love them. But I've not been able to get them. I did have some of the Dear Lizzie packs collection. Like I'd brought a big paper pad and some of the ephemera and that ages and ages and ages ago, but could not get my hands on these. And they were the one thing I really, really wanted. So I was very excited when they came in this kit. Very excited. If you want to know what's exactly in the kit and what I'm using, I'm pretty certain I've named everything correctly now. I've fixed myself up on the Pink Fresh Studio ephemera, but always go across to the shop and have a look, the Kitaholic shop. So just adding some final touches to the page here and adding in some sprinkling of sequins. I've kind of been using the sequins instead of enamel dots, which is really cool. I haven't used sequins in ages. I have a big stash of them, I just haven't used them very much, which I'm sure is everyone's saga. But my layout is now finished. I will have some close-ups for you at the end of the video. I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my channel. Just remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again really soon. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.